Hey guys, I wanted to drop in real quick and make a video about my Pelotonia experience. I wasn't sure if I was going to make this video or not because I had some technical difficulties with my cameras on the ride, but I figured you all were so generous and donated so much money to allow me to take this ride that I wanted to at least put something out there for you so that you could see what my day was like, and you can have a little bit, you can share a little bit of my Pelotonia experience. I guess that's the point that I want to make. As far as the ride goes, it was an amazing experience. It was an incredible time. I'm very grateful that you guys gave me the opportunity to do this. And I don't know, I really enjoyed it. I'm also a little bit proud of myself that I was able to get myself in shape in order to perform. It was a 101-mile bike ride. It was a ton of fun. That's really all I can say. The first half of the ride is relatively flat, and I was able to kind of pick my way through the crowd and get up to the lead group on the first 50 miles, leading up into Granville, the first the lunch stop, not the first rest stop, but the lunch stop. And I was able to get into the leading group, and it was a peloton of about 50 or 60 riders. And it was a lot of fun because when you get in a large group of people like that, you actually get to draft off of them. And the draft allows you to conserve a considerable amount of energy. So I spent a lot of energy catching up to that group, and then I was able to conserve my energy. And what happens is somebody rides in the front for a little while, and we actually had a column of two, and then those two riders will peel off and someone will take their spot. Everybody rides for 2 to 5 minutes at the front, and they're the ones expending the majority of the energy while everyone behind them is resting. And then once you get to the front, you get to take your turn on the front. So I actually made it to the very front group of the Pelotonia ride, and I actually did a short pull at the front, which was a lot of fun for me. It's an experience that until you've actually been there for yourself, it's really difficult to describe. And I actually got that on video. I had my GoPro connected to the underside of my handlebars, so I recorded as much as I possibly could. Unfortunately, shortly after the lunch stop, my camera died. I swapped out the battery, but I think it was overheating or something like that. So the screen was on. It looked like it was recording, but I didn't get any footage for the afternoon ride. What I do have, though, is while I was riding, I also would pull out my cell phone occasionally, and I was posting videos on Instagram throughout the day. So what I did for the second half of the ride, which is significantly less footage than you're going to see of the first half of the ride, is I posted the little clips that I put on Instagram, and just that I recorded from my own memory. So I clipped those in to the thing. So hopefully you enjoy watching this video. It's about 30 minutes, but you'll get to see my Pelotonia experience. Next year, I hope to be able to maybe I'll be a little bit better at this whole video thing. I'll have a backup camera. And I think what I'll do at the lunch stop is instead of swapping out batteries, I'll just swap out the cameras. So I should have more footage and it'll be better quality, because the other interesting thing is the second half of the ride is more towards Northeast Ohio. And it's still Central Ohio, but it's a little bit north, a little bit east. And it gets a little bit hilly when you get there. So the terrain is a lot different. The speeds were a lot different. The moaning and groaning was a lot different. I wasn't able to keep up with the lead group, but I finished 101 miles with a time of 6 hours and 16 minutes. And I believe that my time in the saddle actually pedaling was 5 hours and 45 minutes. So pretty respectable time. My average speed was somewhere around 17.5 miles an hour. So given that speed over that distance with the hills towards the end, keeping that average speed up, it's something that I'm pretty proud of. Very grateful I was able to do. But you guys aren't here to see me talk about it. You guys are here to watch the actual riding itself. So without further ado, here is my Pelotonia experience. Thank you again for allowing me this opportunity.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the All right, guys. We'll see you soon, Raiders!
Have a great night, everybody. We'll see you at the gym here.
Good night, Trainer Georgia.
Thank you.
Hamilton Parker, Team Parker, rolling through the start line.
Andrea? Looks like I just rode through the first stop last year.
Oh, is there a stop here?
Yeah, it's only 5 miles.
Yeah, see that.
It seems like too early.
I have a hard time stopping before 20.
Yeah.
The only thing is I'm going to have to piss at some point.
Yeah. I looked down, I was at 400.
Apparently, nobody told the train company that there's a bike ride going on today, so we're on their schedule.
He's not an officer, he's a trooper.
Back there. I got it, Mark.
I'll go for a little bit.
riding by myself all year, so I'm used to heat, man.
Kind of fine. This is definitely still a long way,
Yeah.
but it's not that hard.
No, this is fucking cake.
When I'm by myself, I don't cruise at 23 miles an hour.
No, I try to just so I don't blow myself up, hold like a 16 to 18.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually 20 miles an hour is like I can hold that for about an hour.
My heart rate is super chill right now.
Right.
Thank you.
Yeah, the fact that a fat guy like me can still talk while we're riding, that means something.
My name's Harper. Alright. From around here?
Yeah, I live in Columbus, Dublin. This is a bike I bought in 2006 when I got out of the military.
Looking good.
Yeah.
Thank you for your service.
Oh, thanks.
What branch are you in?
I was in the Army.
Where did you serve?
All over the place. One of my buddies was it Jim Jones or John Jones?
Jim Jones.
Yeah. One of my buddies was the first person there. He was on the
After.
team. Yeah.
I cleared it out.
Yep.
And what was your work in South America?
No, just like reconstruction stuff after hurricanes.
Oh, okay, got it.
Like Nicaragua back in '99.
Yeah. I've been to Nicaragua.
Yeah. I was we were way out in the sticks, so like
Yeah, I was too.
it was like villages and mud forests. So I couldn't tell you what the country is like.
Well, I can't either because I was there for a wedding and it was on this huge estate and it was somebody who was in the opposition to Noriega.
Oh.
And so literally the night before the wedding, Noriega cut power to the estate. It came back on, but like, I mean, you wonder like, all right, how much did he have to pay?
Oh, that's funny.
Like, that's the crazy shit that happened.
Yeah, people don't understand what it's like being in a real third world country. He wants it.
That e-bike will do it.
Oh, is that what he's on?
Yeah. Dave, coming through. Good job.
Go ahead, I got you. Thank you.
All right, now we're at the lunch stop, about 54 miles in. My average speed so far has been like 22 miles an hour, so we are hauling ass. We'll see how the last little bit goes. Hasn't been too hilly, it's been mostly flat. I've got to watch this group right here. When they start to go, I gotta get on with them. I'm actually in the front group so far, so I don't know. I'm gonna hurry up, get some water, and get back on the road. Just stopped and had lunch, 54 miles in. Now leaving Grandview, or Granville, sorry. About to hit the hills. This is where the pain starts. It is beautiful out here. Don't ask me where I am. I'm somewhere about 70 miles into Pelotonia. Small town America. It's gorgeous. Not a lot of riders on the road at this point. I don't know if there's anyone behind me. I just stopped at a rest stop and had a peanut butter sandwich. Took a leak, changed out my GoPro batteries. We're back in business. Stopping for a quick rest break. Got a little bit of a peanut butter sandwich. I am about 70 miles in, and I'm all by myself. So lonely. 30 miles to go. Alright, just left the last rest stop. I'm like 87 miles in. Someone told me I have 13 miles to go. That last little stretch was a little bit difficult, but I got some water, cooled off. There we go, coming home. So far I've ridden for 4 hours and 43 minutes. On the bike path, coming into the finish line. Only like 2 miles left. Coming down the home stretch.
Tyler Cole coming across that finish line. Andrew Cabot, Pierre Cabot, Sarah Cabot from Blackberry Farm all coming across that finish line. All simple times mixers. Justin Shinetsky, Mark Tunis, Michael Kozar, D. Jonathan Hutchings, all finding their way across that finish line. Another high roller, John Schriver, 5 years coming across that finish line.